Hey, what's going on, guys? Just before we get into it, I wanted to have a quick word about last week's video. I had a couple of comments saying, hey, the music's too loud or I can't hear you. I want you to know that I am continually trying to get better with my mixing and editing and all that bullshit, trying to make something interesting for you guys. So I really appreciate the feedback. The reality is, I really appreciate that there is anybody commenting on my videos at all. A long time ago, it was not like that, so I don't know what happened. I'm very grateful for my audience. I don't have a huge audience, but I'm very grateful for all of you people who take the time to write a comment to me, so thank you very much for that, and I do take your feedback seriously. So that's, I just really appreciate it. And also, I want to give a great big shout out to, I'm just going to put it on the screen, the comment from this guy. This was, I don't do like a comment of the week or anything, because I'm kind of way too small for that, but if I did, this guy would win comment of the week. I don't know if it was his intention to make me laugh, but that's what happened. So, it wasn't exactly constructive criticism or anything, but it was funny, and I guess it served a purpose. Whatever, we don't need to flame the guy or anything, but it was very funny. So anyway, talking about today's topic, which is, and let's just celebrate a little early here. Finally, we're getting to it, ruining the game for new players, and by that, what I mean is, I'm taking my super OP, and the guy's like running waist deep in water there. That is so funny to me. Taking my super OP low-level co-op helper dude, actually it's a girl, and just going in and wiping the floor with the boss. So that is ruining the game, and we've kind of touched on that. We are essentially removing the challenge from the boss fight. And I never even thought about it. Look how sloppy I'm playing here too. Don't even care. Never even thought about it until this build, because I never really had a really OP character that was this low of a soul level. So I get in here and I just start dark beating the boss, and it's like, wow, I skull fucked him. But it is kind of a problem, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. But is it really? Because you could argue that the host, just by virtue of the fact that he has summoned a person, or in this case here, a couple of dudes, just by the fact that he's summoned a couple of people, you know, isn't that kind of ruining the experience for himself? I know there's some guys out there that are going to say, oh, well, you should never summon anybody for anything, because if you have to do that, you're a fucking casual. Well, you're not going to hear that here. You might, I don't know, someone in the comments might say something like that, but I'm not going to say something like that. I like summoning people. It helps keep the it helps keep the multiplayer alive, and it's fun. It's more fun playing with people. I think you should make an effort to, and I threw up my stats here, you should make an effort to at least try the boss yourself a couple of times. If you can't get it, sure, summon somebody. But like me, when I go through the game, I summon as many people as I can just to try to keep the multiplayer alive. I think that's important. They are going to pull the plug on the servers on this game one day. Maybe not on PC for the foreseeable future like you see here, but on consoles, the older ones for sure. Now, here's where I'm going to show you where it's perfectly acceptable and even welcomed to be OP as I hit the fucking wall over and over again. You can see right here, this guy who has summoned me, he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think this is this guy's first rodeo. I think this guy knows exactly what he's doing. He's all business, and you can tell by his gear. He's got the Uchi, he's got the Father Mask. We could suspect that his buddy traded with him at some point early in the game. I doubt it. I think he's gone to the catacombs early and got that mask. He knows exactly what he's doing, and in a situation like this, I feel like I'm co-oping with one of my good buddies that I used to play this game with a lot, and it is like our 100th time through the parish. So you can tell the guy just wants to get it over with. It doesn't matter that we're gonna, 1-2 shot the boss. He doesn't care. He's been there, done that. So a situation like this, perfectly acceptable to give the boss everything you got. We didn't get invaded here, but you will see when we go to the boss, it was pretty ugly for the boss, of course. But that's the thing with summoning too, especially as a random. You never know who's going to be on the other end of that. So what might be a little inappropriate for one host that summons you might be completely appropriate for the next guy who summons you. And also, can you really tell? Sometimes you can get a good read on it, like, oh, I can tell this guy's barely played this game before, as opposed to, maybe I'll use my level appropriate stuff or my area appropriate stuff, as opposed to this guy right here, who shows me every indication, gives me every indication. Look, just watch the way he plays. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's not fucking around. He's not bumbling. He knows the bosses. He knows their moves. I don't know their moves. I'm getting hit all over the place. But that's just one example of a time when it's perfectly okay to be OP. But that is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.